Welcome back. As you can see, our Pacifist has leveled up in the last episode and is now level 8. And I think his next move is moseying down here, and he's planning on taking a look at the Crusaders' relics again. But he's got one thing he wants to do first. Now that he's got a bit of time, he's going to sit down and actually study this book that he got off of Raven Camoran. Yes, because that increases his mysticism skill. Okay. And he hasn't read this yet, so let's take a look at it. May the holder of the fourth key know the heart thereby the Mundux terrain was once ruled over solely by the tyrant Crew kings, each to their own dominion, and border wars fought between the slave oceans, blah blah blah. No one that lived did so outside of the sufferings of the Drew. I gave my soul to the Magna Gear, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created in Mayrunes the Razor in secret. Prince. Each get shared sole purpose to artifice a prince of good, spinning his likeness in random moth and imbuing him with Oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. Deathlessly I intone from paradise, Mayrunes the thief taker, Mayrunes God's body that went up, new man shall liberty, blah 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 blah. More of this sort of cryptic, vaguely mythic mumbo jumbo. With vague promises that Mayrune so shall he crack the serpent crown of the Cyrodiils and make federation, whatever that means. More names that don't mean a lot to me. Templars of the upstart were slaughtered, and blood fell like dew from the upper wards down to the lowest pits, where the slaves with maniacal faces took chains and teeth to their tailors, and all hope was brushfire. Your dawn listens, my lord. The mythic dawn, presumably? Suns were riven as your red legions, blah blah blah. Under the mires, Melbjerg was thrown down, nothing but woe for Nern. The world which is under the pit. Know that your hell is broken, people of the Orbis, and praise the new mansion of liberty, blah blah. My Pacifist is having problems getting a lot of sense out of this, much less a clue to the whereabouts of the mythic dawn. So he's going to have to wait for Tarmina to do her research, actually. So what's the next thing our Pacifist is going to be doing? He's certainly going to pick up the helm and the boots and the gauntlets. Oops. Because they are his favourite relics. And then the next thing for him is to decide whether to perhaps go into this Underpall Cave and face this evil undead. This ghost of a knight. Yes, the dreadful undead guardian of the sword of the Crusader. So I guess he's more or less established that dispatching ghosts or the undead is something that he's okay with, although he doesn't necessarily like it. So he might be okay with that. The question is, what sort of stuff should he bring? If he has to fight them, then actually the mace is quite nice because it's got a turn undead spell. Or enchantment. But he doesn't like fighting things. Sorry. In fact, he's pretty terrible at pretty much any kind of attack spell. Shock is his best spell, and I bought that ages ago, and it's not very good. But it doesn't want to buy more offensive stuff either. The shield. What's the shield weigh anyway? Not that much. And no more than the Kvatch shield, and reflect spell, while not our pacifist's usual choice of charm, is okay, I guess, against any undead that try to cast spells on him. The greaves, good for something else. They actually give our pacifist pretty terrible armor, but they do give him this blessing of the 8, which allows him to cast shield on others. So, like Sir Lathon, for example. So it might be a good idea to bring it along. It's not that heavy. I can pick up the mace as well. If I go up to Underpall Cave, will Sir Lathon sort of show up, I wonder? We'll see. Guess the closest place I've got that I can fast travel to would be either Coral or Bruma. Let's try Bruma, shall we? He's been practicing acrobatics, he has, or mountain climbing, basically. Probably much easier route north from the Orange Road. Anyway, apparently here we are, Underpall Cave. I found it, apparently, except I don't know where it is. I've arrived at Underpall Cave. Okay. Yeah. I want to save now. Definitely, before I consider going in. I don't entirely trust the autosaves. So, let's see. This is where a longer duration detect life spell would have been useful. No one seems to own this stuff, so... Nightshade, what does that do? No, not much useful. Oops. I made myself invisible, I did. In order to try and avoid... Oh, look at this. Mist, coffins... I sure expect the undead in here. A longer duration and generally more powerful detect spell would have been so nice. But I forgot to make it, so... Anything over here? Not that I can see yet. Behind these rocks now. Remember, I'm here just to primarily to scout the area out. Wooden gate to Underpall Keep. So where am I now? In Underpall Cave, I see. Well, let me guess, all those things are probably behind that one, aren't they? detect life, save, and first person and enter. Yeah, being an expert on black armor would have been nice, but there's a long way. I'm barely an apprentice, I think. Yep, 26. Just past apprentice level. Another thing that would have been really useful would have been a turn undead spell. But I haven't got it, and it costs money. So let's try to just avoid these things for now. Obviously I don't mind fighting them, but as such, not morally, but I mind fighting them from a, shall we say, technical standpoint, because I don't really have an awful lot of good attack spells, and I no good weapon skills either. Even my destruction skill is quite low. Okay. Do I have at least a quest marker telling me which way to go? Somewhere in that direction. Okay. I've been going completely the wrong way then. Let's try and sneak past the skeleton I saw over there again. Funny how... There's one thing I don't like, in a way. Well, I like it technically because it's useful, but the undead show up on my detect life spell. They're not alive, are they? Okay, the shortest way clearly seems to be this way, but getting past there is going to be very close to him, so I think I'll go invisible rather than just sneak down this a ways, apparently. Anybody up here? A rat. Do I kill the rat just to make sure, sort of, it doesn't bother me later? Or is that going to arouse attention? Let's just try an electric shock. Shall we? That's good. Not good. Door with skeleton right behind it. I can open the door, but that would cancel my invisibility. Try and open the door and quickly turn invisible. Uh-oh! Trap! Okay, that's not good. Just heal up while invisible. That spell honestly ought to have hurt that skeleton as well, is what I'm hoping. It's blocking my way, and clearly it's not as if someone intelligent wouldn't be able to see that something's been happening here. It's, well, of course it could be the skeletons triggering it themselves, but if they did, then maybe that killed them. Not a good tactics. Okay, let's go and try going invisible. Hey, how can you see me when I'm invisible? Don't know, but... This is a pretty surefire tactics, actually. I'm invisible, then I blast you with a spell, run behind something, go invisible again. Except I run completely out of... obviously that means I run completely out of... what's it called? Magicka. Let's just see if I can score a critical hit. Sneak. Well, I managed to get a sneak attack, alright, but didn't do an awful lot of damage, actually. Okay, let's just evade those blasted arrows and then... Good thing is, I can't see any others beside this one attacking me. Oh, I want that thing to die inside all those rocks, though. Can pick up the arrows afterwards, that's not a problem, really. I'm gonna go invisible again. And then, excellent. The skeleton guardian. Ooh, that's a quite powerful one. It retreats back in here. No, it's running. Oh, that's good. That's. No, it's just trying to put some distance between me and it. It's not as good. Oh, there you are. Oh, come on. Just let me. Dang it. Come inside. Ooh. Closing the door sent that rock flying in my face. It's not such a great idea. Heal up. Pick up arrows. And brilliant, it's there again. It's there again. That's exactly what I want. I think. Ah, excellent. It's dead right in the pile of rocks. Looks like maybe it was killed by the rocks, except... Oh, dang it. The other one's seen me, noticed me now, apparently, because I get all sorts of battle music, hasn't it? Let's run all... Oops. Oh no, that was such a bad idea. Can't see me, so it doesn't bother me, but... It's noticed you once, and you're screwed. It knows where you are once your spell wears off. Stupid Paxophilius. You knew that, didn't you?